We begin in the Middle East, where the Israeli Defense Forces have pulled out of the Palestinian city of Jenin after 2 days of an intense counterterrorism operation. The Israeli move came after more than 50 Israelis were killed or injured from terrorist operations out of Jenin in the past year. One Israeli soldier and 12 Palestinian militants were killed during the fighting. Chris Mitchell joins us now from Jerusalem to discuss the operation. So, Chris, exactly what did Israeli forces find and what did they accomplish?
Well, Ephraim, they found thousands of weapons, explosive devices, the IEDs, ammunition, guns, at least 6 explosive manufacturing facilities during this time. And they also uncovered underground shafts, one of them in a mosque where they found underground weapons depots. So a number of all kinds of weapons. They found a lot of money supplied by Iran. And one thing to understand about this operation, Ephraim, was that Iran is funding and supplying a lot of these ammunitions and weapons to many of these terror groups. So that has a great impact on what's happening here. And so because of all this, it looks like they have really dealt a severe blow to many of these terror groups that have been operating out of Jenin for many, many years now.
Now, Chris, there was another terror attack in Tel Aviv on Tuesday. What can you tell us about that? And is this a tactic now being used by Palestinians?
It is a tactic used by the Palestinians. It was a car ramming. A terrorist injured at least 7 people, 4 seriously, and after that he went on a stabbing rampage. One of the victims was a pregnant woman who lost her baby after the attack. He was shot and killed by a civilian who happened to be in the area. I was near a ramming about this a couple of months ago. It's very deadly, Ephraim, and it's very random. You don't know when it can happen. And in fact, here in Jerusalem, they actually have put up barriers around some bus stops when people are just waiting around for the bus. But still, it's very hard to do that all over, many of these places. And so it's a very, very deadly tactic used by the Palestinians. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. And so it's very, very difficult to come against that or defend against that. But it's just one of the things. And Hamas praised that attack, and he said that it was actually in response to the Jenin operation. But hopefully many of the people that were injured today will get better.
Do you foresee another military operation real quick?
Not right away, Ephraim. It looks like Jenin has really been set back as a terror base for many of these groups. So we don't see anything quite yet in the near future. But it's good to be watching about what's going to happen in Gaza. Hamas fired 5 rockets yesterday in retaliation to the Jenin operation. We'll see if that would explode on the southern border.
All right, we'll continue to watch. Thank you. Our CBN News Middle East Bureau Chief Chris Mitchell reporting for us from Jerusalem.